Hello there guys. Hit a little trouble on the way in there, but I did know it was there. I was expecting it, so I had the chainsaw with me. But I've come to this area which is chalk face cliff, and on the opposite side is farmland. Above the chalk face there is a woodland. It's a beautiful spot, recently cleared actually. And yeah, I thought I'd get down here. I've got a new tent to try out. It's a 6-man Pomoly one. Looks quite interesting. And there is a flattish spot over there, which is quite rare for this area. Well, I've got here the Circle 6 tent, and I'm presuming this is the ground sheet and not the inner. I thought it was more chalky than it is down here. It is underneath, but I was going to put the ground sheet down first so I didn't get the tent all mucky, because it's been pretty wet as well, but I think I'll be alright doing the tent then the ground sheet. Wow, they're chunky boys. There we go. Yep, hitting stones. Well, she's up and you're thinking that's just a normal teepee. Well, this is the circle part, the bit that really sparked my interest. And this should form a ring, pulling out the sides, making it, I don't know, half teepee, half bell tent, I guess. See how it goes. That's the ring kind of in, but not all the way around. I think I have to loosen off some of the pegs, some of the guys, and that should go in. Well, other than being on a bit of a slope, which kind of makes it a bit lopsided, I'm thinking that's quite a good pitch on this. Was a bit weird with the ring. I thought it went through a sleeve, but it just kind of goes over a flap and then clips in. Well, here's one of the features of this tent. It's got these double doors that kind of go into the middle there, opening it right out. And that's roughly where the stove's going to go as well. So I'm going to open the vent and get that out. The guys have pulled it out nicely. There was just enough pegs, no spares, so we're all good. This is the inner up. It's got a mesh on the top, but the rest of it's like blackout, which I guess is quite nice. Takes up half the tent. I'm debating whether to actually leave it in. I took out the ground sheet because I was just making it muddy. It wasn't going to do no good for me. Plus there's a few like shoots and stuff still sticking out the ground from when this was cleared. But nice to have. It'd certainly fit my cot bed in there. There is tons of room. Legs are coming out. This is the new baker stove. They sent it along with the tent for me to try out. On the top there you've got your stove, and down the bottom, I don't know if you can really see, is the oven. So I'm going to be trying that out for my dinner. But it's a heavy thing, you ain't backpacking it, but it's very, very nice. It's got some very fancy vents and stuff, and for controlling the heat down in the oven as well. Look at that, it was raining while I was chainsawing that tree, and now it's sunny and beautiful. It's time to furnish this tent now. I'm going to start off with my cot bed. Mat, sleeping bag. Once again I'm using the Flex Towel Zero pump. I'll link it below, but I've been using it in all my recent videos and it's still on the same battery. Got my Mission Mountain chair and table because it's a little bit smaller than my big table but bigger than my small table. I need to give this a bit of a rub down, it's wet and dirty from that last rainy camp. Look at that sun. It's actually getting warm. It was freezing yesterday, so I thought, oh, I'll bring the stove out. I'm sure it'll cool down later. That's pretty much the setup. I'm going to wipe that table down, get the stove out, and probably have a cup of tea. It's, yeah, pooped me out doing all this. I should have set this up a bit further back. It's a little more level, but when you're pegging something this big out, you know, you get a bit lost where you are. Never mind. Ooh, hot. It's actually, as you can see, quite sunny. I've even taken my shirt off. So weird. It's meant to be raining all day today. Bizarre. Well, have a closer look at everything in a minute. I need to sit down and drink my tea. But so far, all looking quite good. Should get a rain test tonight or in the morning, or I don't even know. At some point. But yeah, looking forward to lighting that stove later. I was sitting here drinking my tea wondering why so many aeroplanes are going over, and I realised it's half term this week for kids at school, so I guess a lot of people are going away for the week. But yeah, it's been like one after the other. I've brought lots of wood with me, probably not going to be going cutting any, but I may need to chop some down. I've got my axe with me. I'd have to go look for a chopping block though. But most of this is the right sort of size for this stove, which is handy. Few twigs though, they are a little bit moist. There's probably an hour of light left, if that. It's just setting over there behind the ridge of trees. I've got the Claris light with me. It doesn't appear to be a hanging point in the middle where the pole is, so I'll probably put this on the table inside. It's chilling down a bit now that sun's gone down below the tree line over there. Get this stove on soon. Got a beer and it's a neck oil. So cheers everyone. This is earlier than I'd normally have one, but so relaxing and peaceful sat here looking out over the farmland of the copses and watching the sky roll over. Lots of clouds. I've had a few little spits and spats here and there, but nothing as of yet. Oh yes. Right, it's time. I'm going to put in a couple of pieces as a bed. A wood wall. A few of those twigs. Always difficult to get twigs into a stove. And some smaller bits of wood. Close her up. Is it sad that I'm so excited for the first tent stove of the season? Love it. Seems to be burning well so far. I need to get to grips with it. There's like a tool with it as well, which I'll show you in a minute, for so you don't burn yourself doing the latches and the ashtray and the vents and stuff. So we'll take a look at that as well. I can feel the warmth coming from it already. I know the tent's fully open, I'm using it kind of like a campfire at the moment, but once I'm in there zipped up later, it'll be lovely. Well, it'd be rude not to. Cheers again. She's going good now. This is that tool I was talking about. You can use it in the door latches. You can use it to knock these. You can use it to pull out the ashtray. You can also use it to pull out the cooking ring on the top there as well. Got a handy little thing to have. Oftentimes you get a scraper with stoves, but multi-purpose. I mean, these aren't particularly hot, but definitely handy to have. Stoves up to 200 degrees. You can control that with the vents on the side because of the double walling, and it kind of blocks the heat coming in if it's too hot. So I'll leave it to get hot for now because I'm doing a pizza. This is cornmeal, and I've got some pizza dough, just the ready-made stuff today. And get some of that on there. This is a bit cold because it's been in a cool box, so let's see how this goes. I did a pizza making class in Naples, don't you know? That's why I'm so great. It's a bit cold still, but we'll get there. It's elongated because of the oven tray, so I'm going to stick on some tomato sauce. I'm going to do more than one of these, I would think. This is a tomato and basil sauce, so I don't have to add any basil myself. I've got some mozzarella. Cheese are up. And I've got some salami. Quite big for this little pizza. I've got to be kind of quick here because I don't want that to cool down too much, and I've had the oven tray in there heating up. Need a little oven stone. Probably could have been hotter, that. There we go. See how that comes out. I can see it baking away down there. Temperature did drop a bit, but I've closed the vents to try and get that heat in there. Yeah, all going quite well. Okay, it's time. Oh, these gloves are breaking. Oh, that looks good. That does not look bad at all. I'm going to leave the oven tray to get nice and hot. I don't think it was quite as hot as it could have been for the second one. Oh yeah. There we go. Definitely need that oven tray to get a lot hotter, but not bad. Could be crispier on the bottom, but it is cooked. I suppose I should have another beer. Third one. Cheers. We're going with pizza number 2 here, and I'm leaving that oven tray in there to warm up even more. I think could do with a heavier one, or even a actual stone, maybe even on the kind of griddle thing in there, but I don't want to risk that. Or should I? Maybe I should experiment. This one's a proper baby one. Some sauce, cheese, bit more cheese, and of course salami. Just cover it. No, that's too much, isn't it? I've got to let the cheese breathe. That looks better. Need to stoke this fire actually. This is why I burnt myself, because the glove's splitting. I've got new ones, I just need to use them. Oh, definitely one side of that oven's hotter than the other, but actually I might spin it and put it back for a minute. I think it's good. A little better on the bottom, but yeah, more heat. Not that the first one was bad or anything, but I think this one's looking even better. It's a little crispier on the bottom. Oh, hot toe. I'm very good. I'm very glad I did this. It's actually quite light out here, even without the lights, because it's a, well, almost full moon, I think. So I think I'm probably going to sit here and just watch the moon go across the sky. I say sit here, I'll move back a bit into the warmth. But yeah, it's a beautiful evening, peaceful, lovely. Delicious. I think that will do for the moment though. I may have another in a bit. I did another one and it came out pretty well. Might have left it a minute too long, I got distracted, but I'm not going to eat it straight away. I just wanted to cook it up so it's ready if I fancy a snack. Just closed down one of the doors, that's where the kind of wind is coming from, and it's going to help trap the heat. Got one open so I can look out, see that moon and that, but it's pretty cozy in here. I went outside for a pee and it was pretty chilly, so doing a good job. Seems pretty controllable as well. Really liking this stove. Could be a new favourite. But yeah, it's got some kind of air cushion technology built into it, so the glass doesn't kind of blacken up, and whatever they've done seems to be working. It hasn't blacked up in any part at all. I know if it burns hot enough it burns that kind of carbon off, but it's really good. Oh, lovely. Nice hot chocolate. I think I was having a break from hot chocolate in the summer, but now it's getting cooler again. Really enjoying it. Yeah, stove did really well as like a cooking platform as well. Boiled that water pretty fast. Where I've closed down the chimney a little bit, sort of dampened it. You can see it glowing red. Quite like that actually. Gonna do some more cooking for breakfast in the oven. It's something I've done on the channel before, but never in a stove oven, so that should be quite fun. Oh, chill for a bit and drink this hot chocolate, and I guess off to bed. Good morning. Slept really well last night. Really cosy. Let the stove burn down and yeah, just nodded off. Woke up once really. It was pouring, very early hours. You can hear it still dripping a bit here and there from the tree above me, I think. I don't think it's actually raining. I suppose I should get up. Very much is still raining. It's that really kind of light rain that can kind of soak you through quickly. I just went out and brushed my teeth and that. Yeah, keeping my fleece on for now. It's pretty cold. Oh, yeah, tent did really well. It's nice having like an inside a bigger tent, because you've got like that like porch area, big area where you can have your boots and wet clothes, whatever. I didn't eat my pizza. It's still here. I suppose it's like it's been in a fridge. I'm not having that for breakfast. I've got something for breakfast. Could be my lunch. Right, I'm going to light this stove. Get warm. Maybe dry the tent out a little bit. Bit tricky for me to get an angle on it, but the ashtray is here. A couple of wood walls in there. Put in a few individual sticks just to help it along. Some smaller pieces. Starting to rain a little harder out there now, so I think it's going to be a wet pack up. Well, at least I've got the truck with me, so I could just ball it all up and throw it in if need be. Oh yes, that's nice. Getting harder out there. Got the door open, I can see out, just see like a haze of rain over the field. Got to run to the truck and grab couple of ingredients to do breakfast, which is like a French toast bake with blueberries and apple and things. Got a big loaf of brioche here, which is way too big, but I can live with that. And I need to cut it up into chunks. Some of them chunks into a little loaf pan, and an apple, and my little Opinel peeler. Got some blueberries which I'm going to sprinkle in, and some very thinly sliced apple. I'll go in with a bit more bread. Just kind of layer it as best I can in this tiny pan. Got a bowl here. I'm going to put in 1 egg, 2 egg, a splash of milk, some sugar, probably a bit more, and some cinnamon, and give that a good mix. Then that mix goes over all the bread and other ingredients. Give it a second to soak in, and I might be able to add some more. Like a little space there for a blueberry. I'm just going to add a few slices of butter onto the top. It's a healthy breakfast, this. The oven's not super hot, which is good actually, because we don't want to cook this in the same way as a pizza. So we'll just put it in, see what happens. Blueberry. Rude not to. Still raining outside. Some of you will remember me doing this recipe on a reflector oven next to a campfire, and it came out really, really well. So I'm hopeful. This oven seems to have been pretty good so far. I'll put the kettle on in a minute. I really should leave this to set longer. It'll probably come out easier, but let's see. Oh no, we got half of it. It's a little messy, but it still looks very, very good, and it's about to look better because maple syrup. Oh, let's get into it. Here goes. It's damn good. I can hear shotgun fire off in the distance. It has actually stopped raining, and I can even see a little bit of blue in the sky. This is good. Don't know what I was worried about. Yeah, but if you do it, just remember the baking paper or grease the pan. Nearly did it all. That's everything packed away now. The tent wasn't too bad, to be honest, and it fit in the bag absolutely perfectly. Lots of fun for a big wet tent. Lots of fun when I get home to clean and dry it. But that's all part of the game. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.